Alright, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classic, Let's Known Classic. This is number 3422 and Doubleshot number 3316. Got, kind of in a way, two Marvel trades, though the other book has been published by Marvel Comics, yet, but it's actually, the trade itself is published by Dark Horse. First that we have is one of my personal favorite series, The Invaders. Yep. So, this book itself contains Invaders 23 to 41. This is all the rest of Invaders Volume 1. The entirety of Volume 2, which is 4 issues. Giant Size Invaders number 2. No, it's not a reprint. It's actually a new comic book published in the 2000s. And What If Volume 1, number 4. Yes. All written by Don Thomas and Don Gelt. So, we start with basically, we have the Invaders fighting a villain known as the Scarlet Scarab. Yeah, this is a little story arc that lasts the first few issues published in this trade. Like, it starts in issue number 23, wraps up around 25-ish. Yeah, so the Scarlet Scarab is a brand new villain, and he is a character who later got killed off in the pages of Thor in the 1980s. And you're like, really? So the Invaders fight this guy for, actually it was actually 2 issues. He does kind of appear in a flashback issue 4 of All Invaders. He's not there for 24. Nope. He's there for 25. 24 is basically a reprint issue. Yeah, it's a reprint of Marvel Comics number 17, which features a team-up between Human Torch and the Submariner, where basically these two take on Nazis. Yeah, this actually is I think it's like the only main issue that's a reprint. And then basically we wrap up the whole Silver Scarab thing with issue 25, and then by 26, meanwhile, though, we're introduced to a few new characters. Well, we bring back Agent Access, who was last seen in the book back in the annual. Yes, back in the book's annual. We have Roger Ebert becoming the Destroyer first time chronologically in this comic book. Yes. We have first appearance of Gwenny Sabaki, also known as the Golden Woman. Yes, a member of the Kid Commandos. Yep. There's also the first appearance of Dr. Sam Sibiki. He is the father of Golden Woman. Now, he does have a grandson named Golden Sun, who was in the miniseries. He also had a great granddaughter named Golden Fire, who got killed off at Citizen V. And another great-granddaughter named Radiance. Yeah. So, yeah, fighting Agent Axis, of course. And it's basically Bucky taking them on. Yes, Bucky. Except that at one point you actually have Namor posing as him. Now, issue 27 is the debut of Davey Mitchell, a.k.a. Human Top. Yeah, he is a original character for this comic. He's also a member of the Kid Commandos. Well, he is a retcon member of the group. Yep. Now, Kid Commandos, there was a comic book called this, yes. Now, did they appear in the comic? No. Basically, they debuted in issue 28. They returned for 38 and 38, and then they're gone for the rest of the series. Yeah. So, in 28, of course, like I mentioned, debut of the Kid Commandos comprised of Bucky, Toro, Golden Girl, and Human Top. And Bucky and Toro are briefly written out the series because of this. Yes, they're basically going on adventures as the Commandos. So, we also have first appearance in issue 29 of the Tonic Knight, a Nazi knight who appears in 2 issues of this book, and then he made his return in all new videos. Is he dead? No, he's actually still very much alive. Don Gett does some issues of this book. So after fighting him for a couple issues, also fighting the Blitzkrieg Squad, comprised of Baron Wolfgang von Strucker, Siegfried, Ludwig, Fitz, Otto, Ernest, and Mindfried. And basically these are Mindfried is a character debuted in Star Trek Helen Commandos. Ernest is another character. It's like, yeah, all these other characters are basically characters. It's basically the Blitzkrieg Squad is a group of Nazi soldiers who debuted in Star Trek 14, and I'm guessing the reason why Don Gutton included them in here because they're from this time period. So why not? Yeah, why not? And then for 3132, we have, get this. So, in issue 31, we have the Invaders versus the Frankenstein monster. You're like, ooh, cool. Is it the same one from the same series, probably the same period of time? No, completely unrelated. Yeah, completely. Now, Basil Frankenstein himself, he is a character from the Frankenstein book. And, yeah, he just got killed off in here. And the Nazi version of him only appears in this one issue. Yeah, this is, yeah, he appears in this one issue. That was really cool. And then for some weird reason, I have no idea why in the book they thought this was a good idea. So Roy Thomas brings in the God of Thunder in this book for a few issues. Yes, and for some weird reason, they thought of a good idea to make Thor a Nazi. And Cap meets him in this book, and you're like, excuse me, he didn't meet him until he joined the Avengers. It's a retcon, because it's a retcon series. Yeah, and Thor, chronologically, last appeared in the pages of Black Panther, probably in the flashback. Yeah, and he's here for a brief period of time. They also kill off the character Dr. Osen. He was a... Also, at one point, they're fighting Doctor Doom in this book. Yes. And also, at one point, they're saving Joseph Stalin from being assassinated. Yes. And we also have the first time chronologically of Namor fighting Thor. And then he leaves. Chronologically, of course, he next appears in issue of Venus. Yeah. Weird, isn't it? Yes. And then in 34, we have Master Man return as Destroyer. Yep. Master Man himself returns this issue. And then we bring back the Liberty Legion. And, of course, we also have the debut of a brand new character. Hod McGrawler, a.k.a. the Iron Cross, who got killed off in the pages of Citizen V and the V Baton number 3. It seems like, yeah, this book just kills off like a lot of characters for seemingly no reason. I'll get to that eventually, that book. Yep. Oh, by the way, this Iron Cross is actually a father of a character who does appear in present day. Yes, Claire Gruler, who is actually Inhuman, who actually got manifested as Inhuman while being in her armor. So her armor is kind of part of her body, and she's basically a cyborg. She, of course, only appeared in All the Invaders, and she was like a character that James Robinson created and just did nothing with the character at all. We also first appearance of Professor Franz Stancher. Yes, a character who appeared in 3 issues of this book. He appeared in 35 to 37. He is basically the creator of the armor, and he also became by the Howling Commandos. Yep. And the reason why the Liberty Legion are back in the book, in story they explain the reason why, because of their popularity from the crossover from Mir. Yeah, that's simply the reason for it. And because of the fact that the Invaders are 3 people, Miss America and the Wizard joined the Invaders. Also in issue 37, with debut of Lady Lotus. Oh boy, this lady. Oh gosh. Where basically she is here to bring about the debut of a new group. Now, In 38, of course, now, like I mentioned, the whole thing with Wizard of Miss America joining, we bring back the Commands for one issue, and of course, Marno is here, aka U-Man. And, yeah, so, and then by 39, they bring back Baron Blood, who died early on in the series. Yeah, he gets brought back here, and basically this leads into the two-part finale, where we have debut of the first official group of supervillains for the series that appears in the penultimate issue, then they appear in the next issue, and, well, there's more so with them. So, we have debut of a group known as the Super Axis. Basically, it's a group of Nazi villains, comprised of Baron Blood, Lady Lotus, U-Man, Master Man, and Warrior Woman. Also, for some reason, Master Man refers to Warrior Woman as his beloved. And this leads to a massive fight in the final issue of the series of this book. And there's no denying, it is amazing. Of course, Axis overcome, and overall, this book is fantastic. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And then, like, right after the book wraps up, get this, this is what happens next. So, then the book has Invaders Volume 2, also by Roy Thomas. Which, by the way, the final issue of this book, issue 40, was released in June of 1979. And then Roy Thomas revisits the Invaders in March 1983. Where, here's the thing. So, they debut this brand new group of villains. So, they're back here. It's more stories with them probably in World War II. We debut a brand new group known as the Battle Axis. Where in this first issue we debut the characters of Dr. Death, aka Dr. Nemesis of the X-Men. Yes, he makes his debut in this issue, his first Marvel Comics appearance of the character, because he made his first appearance in Lightning Comics number 6 as part of Ace magazine. Yes. I think the reason why they brought him in the Marvel Universe I think it was because Marvel had bought the character. Yes. Because he went to public domain and they bought him and they brought him to main comic continuity. Yep. We also debut of Volton. He's a character debuted in Catman Comics number 8. And we also have Spider Queen, a character who debuted in a comic known as The Eagle number 2. Yeah, it's a comic that was, well, who is the publisher of this comic? Fox Features Syndicate. Those of you who don't know what the heck that company is, that is the company that created the original Blue Beetle, Dan Garrett. Yes, there is also Strongman. No, it's not the guy. It's not Guy from the pages of the X-Men. Nope, it's a complete different character. He debuted in Crash Comics number 1. And what company published Crash Comics number 1? A company known as Turmerton, Holnet, and Continental. Yeah, basically, Marvel just got their hands on the main characters and just put them in the main Marvel continuity. And there's also Human Meteor, who debuted in Champion Comics number 6. And of all these characters, the only one who's still around doing something is Doc Death, aka Doc Nemesis. And throughout this book, basically, they are fighting the group. The character Don Harley, who was a character from Daring Mystery Comics, he gets killed off in issue 3. Now, this only was his third appearance, because the first appearance was in Daring Mystery Comics number 7, he appeared in Comedy Comics number 9, and then he appeared in this book where he died. And then by issue 3, they have a guest appearance by Silver Scorpion, who is a character from the 1940s. And she debuted in Daring Mystery Comics number 7, same comic as the other guy. And she, well, just appeared in those comics, and then she appeared here. But we have basically on the cover, we have Before Them a Vision. Yes. Where? get this. So, on the cover, so we debut another character. We have the character Golem from the original comic book. Yeah, he makes his return here. Yep, where he's here. He last appeared back in issue 13 of the previous volume, and he's here for the remainder of the book. So, on the cover, it's the alien vision, not the robot vision. This is the alien one. And then, of course, by issue 4, they kill off the character Blue Bullet, who was a character from the original book, who they just brought him back here, where he dies. And supposedly Dr. F dies. Oh, don't worry, he comes back. And we also have Blazing Skull. Yeah, he's part of the Invaders. As part of the group. Those of you curious, who the heck is Blazing Skull? He's a character who people have commonly mistaken for being Ghost Rider because he's got a flaming skull. Yep. He actually got killed off in Marvel Zombies Destroy. Yep, they kill him off there. So you can blame Peter David for that, but yeah. Yeah, Vision Akros, who's part of the Battle Access. Yeah, he's an alien. In a way, he is kind of Marvel's equivalent to Martian Manhunter. That's kind of basically what the character is. And so what happened right after that book wrapped up? Well, then we had Giant Size Invaders number 2, where we just have a reunion of well, basically we have Cap, Human Torch, Submariner, and Miss America fighting Nazis. And it's written by Roy Thomas. And then we have the What If number 4, the only issue of this entire comic book that's actually canon to the Marvel comic continuity. You're like, really? Yeah, really. And the story is called Why Did the Invaders Stay Together in World War II? Where it revealed that, well, they did stay together in World War II. And also because this reveals also Cap disappeared. This was, of course, Steve. He disappeared in 1944. So Experience 76 took over. He died. And I believe also this is where they revealed that because they kill off William Nassett. You're thinking, who the heck is this guy? William Nassett was the Spirit 76. He got killed off this issue. I think he was shot, if I remember reading correctly. And then we have the character, the Patriot, becoming Captain America in this issue. And that actually is a really good miniseries I think I may have reviewed it already, called Captain America Patriot, where this miniseries explores Jeff Mace's time as Captain America from the time period of 1945 to basically 1950. And this is... Okay. And I'm going to have to stop right here. I will talk about the rest of this stuff after dinner. Okay?